I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today is Friday, April 14, 2023. Hope you had a good week here. So we had this candle gap down. Price came up and took out that previous day high, cleared out the rest of that line right there, and then came back down, came to a 1 hour block, and then retraced back up. Closed as a bearish indecisive candle. This can get tricky. Let's just go into a 4 hour real quick. Excuse me. So we took out more of that liquidity. You can't really see it here too well. This fib is kind of ugly, but you'll see that the price came up. Let me go to 1 hour. So you'll see here on the 1 hour that we took out the previous day high, which still got stuck on that line. If you remember, watch previous video yesterday, so it makes sense. Then we gapped down, we came down, we came up. So we came down, and then we came up to take out that high with this wick. Saw exhaustion here, had a swing high right here, and then came down, came all the way down, took out that low, came down, filled all that imbalance up because that was obviously apparent, and then came right into this 1 hour block right here, and then came back up and kind of played around. So let me just go and explain the rest of it. And came back to test that the low of the open gap of today's open. Now let's go into a 5 minute. So you'll see here that we gapped down, and you can see more little detail here. Okay, so we came up once, we came up twice, we came up 3 times, all right, and then we came up 4 times, all right, with all this imbalance of price here, and with all this imbalance of price here. So this is an obvious green flag, let's just say, to understand that we're going to come and retrace, to be a normal retracement. So if this is your A and that's your B, then your C is going to come back to somewhere in a retracement, normal retracement. And we're using this not to say that it's going to go up and hit a negative 27 extension, but we're saying we're using it to where can it come back to and where can it stop, right? I mean, I believe it's just a blow right through, but I mean, the market is in control and they are controlling it, right? So where would you expect it to stop? Well, we got the 61 here, we got the 70, we got the 78. Okay, look at the 61. 61 looks good. We got a low right there. Okay, good blocks right here. All right, not much order flow here. And it's not deep enough. I mean, considered the range of where we are if you look at this whole thing, right? If you look at this whole thing, especially from here, from here, and you did a fib from this level to this level, you're coming back somewhere in here. So I don't think the bottom side is done, but I just understand that they're building liquidity here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. All this liquidity, if you put a trend line on there, which we don't do trend lines, but we understand that they want to get retail in and make it easy for them and put these positions up. So I know that this is going to be used as another C level or another liquidity point up. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to, keep going up. I'm not saying we're keep going down, but now I got to be nimble and take my money as I can get it, right? So where did it stop? You see here, we have the 70 level right here, and we have that 1 hour imbalance. I'm sorry, the 1 hour block, demand block right there. So price taps that. All right. So at this point, I need to show you the trade. Sorry. So take a look close. So remember, This is our third time. This is our third time coming up. Then our fourth time coming up with a wick, no body, and that right there, for me, when I see this and where we are in the range, this is going to be a sort of reverse time. We get the breakdown, okay? We get the breakdown again. I'm not even trading it because it's not even 9:30. Breakdown again, breakdown again. Okay, so now we come back up. We have this big 1 minute imbalance. Can't miss that, okay? And then we have that one candle right there as a supply block right there, just sitting by itself. Now that's not enough for me because I want some order flow. So price comes up again, breaks down. Okay. I wish they wouldn't do that. Let me just move this. All right, so you can see this clear. So we're in the imbalance, right? We peak up, we come down, we come back into these blocks right here. We break down again. Okay, it leaves a little imbalance. But I'm more interested in the actual block, the supply block itself. Why? Because if it's going to hold, it's going to be order flow, right? And sure enough, it taps in. So I'm an automatic seller. Automatic seller. The sell is going to be, the protective stop is going to be above that block. And if it goes any higher, I don't want to be in that trade. Sure enough, literally gaps and then it starts sinking. So you gotta be quick on it, and especially knowing that it's between 9:50 and 10:10, because that 4-hour candle is gonna kick in. It's gonna shoot a direction. We have the liquidity all built beautifully here. I mean, look at this. You can't miss that. Right? So we have that plus all this imbalance. So this is how I'm framing the trade. This is how you got to think. You're not just like selling and buying at these levels. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a story behind it. What's your reasoning? What's your logic? Like even when I took the trade, where am I getting out at? Well, I would have hoped that it came all the way down, but at the same time, I understand that we are going to be into a demand block here, and that we're still bullish. We're technically still bullish, even though I want to be bearish, right? So I'm taking 50% of my trade here, okay? Price breaks up. Big movement up, okay? Big movement up, break up. You see that? Breaks up. And I'm not showing you the colors on purpose on the candles. Breaks up, comes back down. All right, look at this. Comes back down, takes out that liquidity. Okay, I'm not messing with it. I'm busy anyway. Price does show order flow, and I was going to take this, okay? But I was like, you know what? I'm not interested in the rest of the day too much. But price breaks up again. Look at it. I mean, by the point. Breaks up above, comes all the way down. I'm not buying here, okay? No way. Price breaks down, shoots down, but where does it come right into? This block is an eyesore. I mean, you can't miss this imbalance on this 1 minute. All right. Plus, I know where we are on the fib. Okay, and we have structure, and we have all these imbalances. Now the mindset is, look at the imbalance right here. Look at all this. It's you can't miss it. It's an eyesore. So my intention is, okay, well, if we're going to go up, we're going to come to at least here. But you never know. Could come and take this high and make a new high, as we've been doing all weeks, right? So if that's the case, okay, perfect buy. But I wait for order flow. I don't just push. I could just push sell here, but I don't like that. Right? It just feels like it's free falling. But when I get this bullish candle back up and then right back into this block, which I show you this every day, that's my motto. And if my stop loss is underneath, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So boom, nice trade. And look what the time of the day it is. It's in the power hour. It's between 3:15 or after 3:15, I should say. And that's what you're looking for. You got the liquidity there. Everybody who was selling, because remember, we're covered when we came up here and we came down to cover all these longs. Okay. And then when we're coming up, we're coming to cover these shorts. Okay. So that's how they keep the price in and out for people and balancing it themselves. Okay, so that's the logic. This is the framework. Hopefully this is helping. All right, and now if I go back out to a 1 hour, for example, look at this. Doesn't that still look bullish to you? But it should have, to me, if you ask me, I know it should have broke this low. I know it should have broke this low. And I'm not saying that it can't come up here and then come back down one more time and then come up still. I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm not saying that. But at the same time, it's still bullish. You know, and I'm not gonna fight it. Okay, I have fought it before, but it doesn't mean that I end up not still taking trades or I'm not getting in a bullish trade as well, right? So where would that bullish trade be on this? You can't miss this block. I mean, it's massive. You see when it taps to a perfection like that, that's what you look for. I mean, it didn't just keep going and stop right here. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it could have, and we do have imbalance somewhere in here. So it could have bought from a better area, or it could have bought from this previous week gap, right? But I'm looking at more order flow of the candles itself. Forget all this extra shit going on behind here. And this chart might be looking really busy only because we've got all these previous week gaps open. But at the same time, I mean, look, man, you can't miss that. So that frames both trades. Now this trade is still in play right here, and we'll see what happens. But you know, if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. Oh well, I've already took profit. I've already got paid. You know, and you got to look at it that way, in each way direction. You know, so I'm hedging both ways in a way, and I'm okay with that because not only am I taking profit, but I'm involved. You see what I'm saying? Like, so anyways, back to the daily. Make this video short, or try to. I mean, we're in a very interesting scenario because I just don't believe us coming back here. This 35,000 level, I just can't see it. Not right now. I mean, you're talking like, I mean, in my opinion, I don't see that happening this year. But you know, they control the market, and this is Dow, and we're all the way up here, right? So is this like are they gonna some big news coming that's gonna push it down and get down in here? I believe so, and that's my belief. Now I know I shouldn't mirror ideas and do all that, but I mean, you know, I'm just realistic. But I'm not. I'm also still in a buy right here. I am still in a buy right here, even at the place where I suggest never to buy from. I'm flowing with the market, right? But I need some reasoning or some lows to break for them to be completely bearish, even though I want it to be bearish. All right. So again, I don't see these levels, but at the same time, I got them marked up, and I'm still buying with it. I'm still gonna buy with it, and we're not getting bearish candles like this up here. We're not getting bearish candles like this. We're not getting any bearish candles like as you see over here. They're all blue. So what I am thinking is that they're either, I mean, I wouldn't say some black swan event or anything, but at the same time, it's either going to be like a major red flag. It's going to happen in the middle of Sunday night or some shit. It's going to be some like off guard scenario where we get some bearish candles like this happening. So until then, we're making a lower high still. This is lower high, lower low, and your lower high is, I don't know, this, as we came into an indecisive candle, this thing could play around. This could get into this ugly shit. This actually does remind me of this moment being like right here area, sort of, or like right here. So this is going to get interesting. Take your profits, take your profits, take your profits. So you got my targets on the downside. I don't even need to show you. You know that these lows are my down on the downside. On the upside is going to be this high of today. We have that candle right there with the dotted area. And we also have this wick right here and the high of that wick, but I don't see that. But this wick itself with this previous week gap right here, that was from Monday, the 28th of November. So it's possible that it does reach up into here. So, all right. Hope this helps. You guys take care. Have a good weekend, and God bless.